The Linishall brand name is very well known in Australia and New Zealand as an industry leader for belt grinding equipment. It's been manufactured in those countries since about 1950s. Recently been introduced to the United States through Garrick USA. Basically what it is a belt and disc grinding attachment. This one's manufactured in our Bramley factory in New Zealand, designed to with a 36-inch by 2-inch belt size to fit to almost any bench grinder, your existing one or a genuine Linishall bench grinder. Across here we've got one fitted to a Linishall grinder. Main features of it: most of the grinding is done here on the front edge of the rubber contact wheel. Reason for that is the rubber contact wheel cushions the action of the grinding a little. If it was a solid aluminum or metal wheel, your work being ground tends to bounce a bit on the wheel. On the side of the wheel here you can see that there are grooves. That's to carry air through under the belt to make your grinding even cooler. Very simple tracking of the belt. Loosen this locking tab and rotate the knob one way or the other, and what that does, the shaft is machined slightly on a bend so that sends the wheel one way or the other for very simple tracking adjustment. No tools required. Up on the top here is a flat platen choice for your linishing or belt grinding. Just as an aside at this stage, the word Linishall comes from the word Linishing, which means belt grinding. This will allow you to do work where you want to get just a flat surface on that nice smooth flat surface operation, as against say deburring, sharpening. On the side here is an abrasive disc. There is an optional table which can be fitted on here for mitre work on the disc. These belt grinding attachments are only as good as the horsepower driving them. Most 8-inch and smaller bench grinders are half horsepower, 3/4 horsepower at best. We feel that to get the optimum performance out of a belt grinding attachment, you need at least 1 horsepower coming through the grinder. And that is why we have then sourced this grinder and helped develop some of the final design features on it so that it can bear the Linishall brand name. As I said, it is a true 1 horsepower. First reason you can tell that, feeling the weight, seeing the size of the actual motor part of the grinder. If it's a small barrel on your grinder, they can't get as much copper winding in, they can't give you as much horsepower. So it's a good, gutsy 1 horsepower grinder. Moving across here, just to talk about the grinder itself. It is available either in the complete configuration here with grinding wheel one side and the Linishall belt and disc grinding attachment on the other side. You can buy the attachment only to fit to your grinder, or also as a good byproduct of looking for something strong enough to drive our belt grinder, we've come up with what we believe is one of the best, if not the best, grinders on the market, because of our power coming through on our motor. Also, some other added features that we've got on it: the work light here so that you can see what you're doing, coupled in with the magnifying glass on each of the eye shields, just to give you that bit more detail when you're grinding. The wheels wear. As a result, we've got an integral wheel dresser attached to the machine. As you get some wear in the wheel and you want to get a nice clean square face again, you just take the wheel dresser off the top, put it on the tool rest, run it backwards and forwards across the wheel, and it'll clean it up, dress it up, and give a nice crisp new face. The tool rests are a heavy cast tool rest, not a light pressed metal one. Fully adjustable on angles. The water and oil trough is integral with the grinder. You don't need a separate container. And then we offer an optional sheet metal pedestal stand to put it on. It's just as comfortable at home mounted on your workbench, or if you want it freestanding, good solid sheet metal stand here. So there we have the Linishall range of product being offered in the United States. Starting with the belt grinding machine made in New Zealand, through the combo unit here to the standalone grinder. Good solid heavy duty items.